So a few months ago, I began learning Unreal Engine. And through learning, I've developed this. An open world 3D stickman fighting game where you can choose to be a hero, a villain, unlock super powerful abilities, and cosmetics. Well, technically, the game is not finished yet, and we don't have a Steam page, so sorry about that. While the game's progress is going steady, Epic Games had just released the update for Unreal Engine 5.6, and following the hype, I decided to upgrade my game and unknowingly broke many features of it. Now, before going over the problem in Unreal Engine 5.6, I did want to mention that the engine did provide a significant increase in FPS and a performance on my game overall, so this is not me hating on the engine. However, this is me letting you guys know my insights and my experience with the engine, just in case you're thinking about upgrading your game from Unreal Engine 5.5 to 5.6, and why I would recommend you guys to wait until they make a patches and fix some bugs in Unreal Engine 5.6.1. However, even with all this said, the problem eventually derives from networking. Networking, for those that don't know, is the essential communication of data between computers or devices. For example, imagine you're playing a multiplayer game, where you're the server. You and player 2 are fighting a mighty foe. This foe, let's call him Bob. So, you decide to attack Bob with a powerful attack, taking almost all of its life away. However, networking isn't set up properly, and player 2 has no idea you did this, and essentially the enemy Bob has all of its health, making it very much a threat for your player 2 and probably causing him to have a few fatalities here and there. With this lecture over, this issue became truly apparent when testing the multiplayer combat of the game. Whenever the client would hit the server would detect multiple hits, over 10 hits in some cases, and the server would instantly die in multiplayer combat. Meaning, my game was incredibly one-sided, where one player could destroy anyone in a single hit. While it is disappointing to see my code not working in Unreal Engine 5.6 as it did in 5.5, I could always downgrade the engine. However, that would mean transferring all my files back, which is a very time-consuming task. So for anyone wondering there, I would recommend you to be really cautious when updating your engine, especially if you're mid-development, so you don't end up in a situation like me where I will likely have to either downgrade or wait for the next update in hopes that it will fix these issues. But yeah, this is all my rant is about. Honestly, there's not much basis to it, but I do appreciate you for listening, and bye!